Hi guys, I'm sure you were so surprised when you saw Get Ready with me since we don't do those type of videos. But yeah, we'll be doing our makeup. You see my skin. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. But yeah, we'll be using our Real Techniques by Sam and Nick Everyday Essentials brushes today. I have 5 brushes that I'm allowing myself to use because I'm trying to challenge myself to only use these 5 items plus my eyebrow brush. You know, I have to have something to do my eyebrows. But yeah, we'll be doing that. Plus, I will be doing a little short hair tutorial for a really cute style I'm sure you guys will love. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so we're starting off with our eyebrows. Don't set your standards too high when it comes to this makeup look because it's me doing it and I'm not a makeup artist. However, this is an everyday look. So it won't be like that whole beat face and all that extra stuff that you guys are probably used to seeing on a regular. But yeah, I will be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow brush as well as some MAC brow powder. And I'll just be filling in my eyebrows. I'm not going to use any concealer today because I felt like, you know, my brows were clean enough to the point where I could just fill it in with a powder and keep it pushing. All right, get into it. Okay guys, now I'm going to apply my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. It's oil-free and pore minimizing. I'm going to apply this to all of the areas where I tend to be really oily and shiny. So that'll be my cheeks, my nose, and my forehead. Okay, so now I'll be using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, as they said. We'll be using this to blend out a liquid foundation. Even though you can use these to blend out your liquid or cream foundation, I'm using my Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear in the color 4.0. And I'm also going to spray this sponge like 1 or 2 times with my Fix Plus. Just hit it real quick. Even though I'm kind of going for a full coverage look. And you know they say with these sponges, if you use them dry, then you'll get full coverage. If you use them while they're damp, then you're going for that dewy look that a lot of people love. My foundation isn't full coverage, like I'm right smack dab in the middle, but it's buildable. So we're going to work around this. I'm not really going for a full glam look, so I just want to cover up my acne spots and call it a day, okay? Get into it. I'm going to use our LA Pro Concealer in the color Warm Honey to conceal our eyes. For the most part, I alternate between Warm Honey and Fawn because I'm really not sure which one I prefer. But after, we'll take that sponge, that same exact sponge that we used to apply our foundation, and we will blend in that foundation, blend in that concealer. And then we will use our Airspun powder, face powder, and we will set the concealer. And my Airspun powder is in the color Translucent Extra Coverage. So we'll just go ahead and powder and do all of that in one, okay? So I'm cheating just a tad bit because I'm actually using a blush brush in order to apply my Studio Fix powder over my foundation. I'm going to apply this to all the areas where I did not apply the highlight, because I only applied the loose powder underneath my eyes, so I really don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to powder my face, and then we're going to follow up with the next step. Easy, right? So now we're going to use our BH Cosmetics contour palette in order to contour our cheeks. And just do a little bit over the forehead. I'm using my face brush. This is the 200 brush. And did I mention that these are such pretty colors? Oh my gosh, I love the color of them. But yeah, I'm just dipping it into that light brown, and I'm just going to dust it over my cheeks. I'm not really going, too deep into it. This is an everyday look. We want to be very carefree and just get it done, okay? Just grab the Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm going to use this to contour my nose. And yes, I could have grabbed another brush, but I figured I could make it work since I'm really not doing a whole lot. And then I will plug a bit of this color into my actual crease on my eye. Okay guys, for our eyeshadow we're using our Aura palette by Bad Habit. It's a knockoff of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, but if you want this one you can get it from Hush.com. But yeah, I'm just applying this burnt orange color. It's actually Mystic. I'm applying this to my eyelid and just making sure that it blends out okay. And we're going to move on. In my Oasis highlight kit and my last brush, which is the setting brush, and I'm applying my highlight. I didn't think that this was the best brush for that, but I made it work. It worked okay for my cheeks, but not so much for my nose. Still really cute though. And I'm going to move on, and I'm going to do my mascara, and then I'm going to spray my face with some Fix Plus, and we're going to be completely done after I do my lip. Okay?
And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young, this I know.
Okay guys, you want to start off with a really sleek ponytail. I used my Eco Styling Gel, and now I'm adding additional ponytail holders to my ponytail in order to add some height.
You should be here, right here, baby.
And now I have my jumbo braiding hair in the number 4. And guys, I believe this was $1. If it wasn't $1, it's probably $2 at my local beauty supply store. So yeah, I'm just going to wrap this around the way that I normally would wrap around my Marley braiding hair. And guys, I did add a bobby pin after I wrapped this around to make sure that it would stay in place. I did cheat just a tad bit because I had it too tall, so I had to take it down. You see how much I took it down? Just a tad bit. It was just a little too high in order to cover. And you see how we kind of have the genie ponytail going on? Yeah, and that's all. Tutorial's over. I'm just kidding. And this is where things get interesting because I have my Marley hair. The next few steps are pretty self-explanatory, but we're going to take the end of the Marley braiding hair and we're going to bobby pin it to the base of the ponytail. You want to make sure that it is pinned very well in the spot because you don't want it to come loose and mess up the whole entire style, okay? And guys, I hope your fingers are ready because for the remainder of the style, this is what you'll be doing. So we're just going to spin this in our fingers and twist it around. And once we get to a certain point, we're going to wrap it. Or at least that's what works best for me, considering I have all of this long braiding hair hanging in the back. So yeah, I'm just going to twist it in my fingers and then wrap it. Twist it in my fingers and then wrap it. And I'm starting at the base, so I'm making sure that I cover the base very well prior to moving up. And I'm making sure that I lay them down very neatly because I don't want there to be any type of awkward shaping to this part of the style. Now do you see the role that the actual ponytail, the height of the ponytail played in this style? I'm going to continue doing these little twist things until I get to the very end of that ponytail pretty much. Make sure that you pull tightly whenever you're wrapping it around because you don't want this to be loose, okay? It'll look so much more put together if you pull it tightly as you wrap it around. I'm sure someone will ask, so I'll go ahead and let you guys know that I'm not bobby pinning them in place. Yeah, I pulled them tight, but even after the fact, you know when you're dealing with braiding hair, how you can just kind of wrap it around, so therefore you don't have to use a bobby pin in order to keep it in place. That's pretty much all that I'm doing throughout this style. The only time that I've added a pin is when I'm adding a new piece. And even once I got to a certain point in the style, I stopped doing that. But I'll show you guys what I ended up doing.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
So at this point, I did not want to start wrapping around at the base anymore. I felt like the base was completely covered for the most part. So I wanted to work my way from the middle up. So what I did was I took a new piece of Marley hair and I began to wrap the new piece around the previous piece. And you see the way that I'm doing this? And then I'm basically going to combine the two in my finger and go ahead and just wrap them around, and then I'll continue wrapping as usual. And I also found another way to add pieces of hair as well. I was really just improvising as I went along, but I thought you guys should see this so that you can choose which technique would work best for you. Because all of my previous twists were really skinny, I decided to go a little bit thicker with my last one to complete the look, and I feel like it was a great choice. So yeah, we're just going to finish this style off. As I said before, it's very simple, and you just customize it to your liking. So that wraps up this tutorial, guys. I hope that it was easy enough for you guys to catch on so that you can do this style for yourself. It's a really cheap style, a total of $1 or $2, okay? Do it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.